Hello everybody, it's the Choc and Roll Show with me, Ollie the Choc, and I'm live in High Lane on Chocolate Street. Yeah, coincidence that we have a chocolate shop on Chocolate Street. Let's play the intro and I'll see you in a minute. Choc and Roll! Welcome to the Choc Studio with me, Ollie the Choc.
You gotta feel it in your soul. You gotta believe it, you gotta know. You gotta wake up and dream and go get it. A visionary knows no limit. Do it big so your name be remembered. Play your cards like the hand of a winner. Eat your breakfast but make room for dinner. Got a hunger for success and my dreams get bigger.
You gonna dream big, you better dream large. Blocking lanes on the boulevard. Calling shots cause you're in charge. You gonna dream big, you better dream large. You wanna live life like a renegade. Come to the top of your piece of fame. Calling shots cause you're in charge. You wanna dream big, you better dream large. You gonna 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 dream big, you better dream large.
You gotta dream big, you gotta build large. We're gonna build some large chocolate Lego. Hello. Are we ready for the Choc and Roll Show? I'm not in the usual place, as you can tell. I'm in, who can tell where I am? Good evening, Nicole, Heather, Mandy. Hello, everybody. Loving it. Everybody's joining the live. I'm glad you like the Holy Grail, Mandy. So do I. It's a little bit of a weakness of mine. I've got to watch that waistline if I'm not careful. Right, so this is the old chocolate party room in High Lane in Stockport, where we are based. And as you can see, we've got ladders and we've been painting. It's quite sad because we decided to paint this wall, which has been quite an iconic wall. Hello, Karen. Hello, Leah. Thank you for joining me. Thought I'd put my teeth back in. Thought I would start the show from the chocolate party room. And we're having new lights put in. We're painting it all. It's all being refreshed, new floor. And that wall was the iconic Choc and Roll wall, and it's really weird, but it's kind of somehow liberating because it's us moving through to the next stage of this chocolate adventure into the Chocoverse, and we're going to have a really, really nice neon light. It might say dream big, dream large. That's what we're hoping for. So watch this space. I'm going to keep you updated as this journey progresses. I'm going to have a little bit of a workstation in here, like I've got over there at Choc Studio. And also, that's a nice big long tables going along here so that we can have events. Kim and myself will be doing live events from in here, real life events. So we'll be doing some live videos in here, of course, but it's going to be a lot nicer and more, taking it to the next level, a bit more premium, a bit more, high-end, exciting for children and adults. So we have real life workshops. So yeah, watch your space on that. Kim will be doing some Kim-inspired events, maybe some flower arranging, maybe wreath making at Christmas. Maybe we'll do some cocktail making. Maybe we'll do wine tasting. Maybe, just maybe, we might even do some chocolate making. So yes, very productive day. It's been a lot going on, but it's New Year and we're really going for it. We've got some real momentum at the moment. So come with me. I'm going to just turn the lights off in here and leave the Choc party room and just head in. I'm just going to go see Papa Choc because why not? We're live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Hello, everyone. If you're joining me, drop me a comment and let me know. Thanks for joining me on the Choc and Roll Show. I've got my one wheel there, ready to go. It's the only way to travel to Choc Studios, by the way. We don't walk around here. We float. So we are in the chocolate. Oh, is that my dad there? Oh, no, that's Uncle Gene. Papa Choc, how are we doing? Hello. So look at all this nice and stocked up your chocolate making cabinet. We're going to get you back on the Choc and Roll Show making some of these beauties soon, aren't we?
You're not giving me a break.
Having a break this week. Maybe not next week. So what's going on then? What's going on? Show us.
What's going on? Well, we've had a holiday.
Sorry. Yes, as you can tell,
Chocolate.
Barbados. Where did you go? Caribbean, by the looks of it.
Not very far away now. No, it was lovely actually. Same time of year, every year we go, Gran Canaria.
It's looking well, isn't he, ladies and gents? So what's going on in there? What's going on in the production studio?
Having a change of career.
You're a packer today because Mum's in.
Yeah.
This is Simon Dunn Chocolatier, the hub of the industry. So you're packing up some boxes of these. What are these, beads?
Well, we're doing an order actually for. This is quite cool actually.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. Look at this. This is for our friends up in the Lake District. There.
Oh, wow.
Rockefeller.
Wow.
If they get to see that.
Chocolatier.
Rockefeller. That's a good one. Always an opportunity, eh?
Always. So you've been busy making all these today?
Yeah. And there's a wedding order we've got on the way there. That's 180 hearts for the week after next, which is nice. Everything is kind of getting back to normal.
Fantastic.
Weddings are happening again.
Well, everyone's saying hello, Papa Choc, Mandy,
Hello,
Lynn, loving it. So I'll leave you to your packing.
Thank you, Oliver.
Thanks for the
Enjoy
cameo.
your work.
Yes, I will. This is work. Right.
Everyone.
He says bye. Papa Choc says bye. Ciao for now. So I'm going to hop outside. It's getting darker. Luckily, I've got lights on the one wheel. Close the door. Don't want Papa Choc getting cold, do we? Here we go. Are we ready? Okay. Let's go. Hey, Kenny. Okay, going to carefully get myself off the board. Turn this off. Here we go. I'm going to turn this camera off now, James, otherwise we're going to get an echo. I'm doing the show on the OO app for Lego, for actual Lego. How cool is that? How cool is that? So I'm really excited for that. You can only watch that on the OO app, but I will be sharing about that on my stories on Instagram and on Facebook. I'm going to go into my chocolate making area and we're just going to play with chocolate Lego. Chocolate and Lego, my two favourite things at the same time. So come with me into my chocolatey world, building chocolate Lego. Look at this. I'm just building like a crazy little Lego sculpture. James and I are just trying to work out where that echo is coming from. I wonder if it's anything to do with my phone that I've got the mic is on. No sound. No sound, no sound, no sound. Any sound yet? Any sound? We mics are on, aren't they?
Yeah, I'd say it was muted when you came in. So.
But it's all right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Perfect. We are. So when did it unmute? Just so I know where to recap. Should I just recap from the top? I'll just recap from the top. Welcome to the Choc and Roll Show with me, Ollie the Choc. I'm loving the energy. I'm loving the comments. Thanks for letting me know that you couldn't hear us. I'm glad that now you can. I hope that the picture quality is clearer than last week. Is it pixelated or is it clear? Let me know, because last week we did a whole episode, myself and Ben. We were really pleased with it, but the quality wasn't good, and that wasn't our fault actually. It wasn't the internet connection, it wasn't the cameras. It was actually StreamYard, the server that we used to go live, and they are trying to fix the problem for us. So hopefully we'll be able to recover that whole episode and share that with you. But for now, yeah, it's very blurry, Mandy says. So that's a real shame if we're still very blurry. Nicole says it's clear. Okay, so some of you are having a blurry experience. I'm going to keep going regardless, because I'm hoping that some of you can see me and hear me okay, but the mics are back on. I've taken you on a little trip around Chocolate Street. It's a shame that Kim's shop's not open. Next week we'll do that. We'll go in Kim's shop. But yeah, we're here. I'm going to do my Lego chocolate making because it's National Lego Day on Friday, and I'll be doing a live show with OO, which is like an online shopping channel. It's a bit like the old school, it's like QVC, where you can literally go on and watch the show, but you can also buy and you get discounts and you can win free vouchers. And when you download the app, if you share it with 5 people, you get a lucky box, like a box of goodies. I'm just telling you all about this whilst I'm just cutting a piece of Lego, chocolate Lego. So that's what we've got in store for you today. Some chocolate Lego, because it's National Lego Day. You can join me for the Lego show. And I'm literally doing this with actual Lego, like the brand Lego, through OO. So I'll be representing them as a presenter, talking about Lego live on the OO app. And that's at 1 o'clock on Friday. That's the only place you can watch it is on OO. I will be posting about it on my stories. But literally, playing with Lego on the live show, dreams do come true. This is now part of my job, and I can't believe that I've somehow attracted that into my world. Okay, thank you for persevering. I'm hoping that if it's dropping in and out, we do have a little bit of an issue with last week's, and so I'm going to look into this with StreamYard, because if we keep getting blurry images, that's not good. But I really appreciate you persevering. And if you do not see, if there are bits that you don't see because it's blurry, I am going to be sharing some clips of the chocolate Lego being made, so you will be able to watch that back on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. I'll be sharing those clips everywhere, so all will not be lost. Just literally playing around with this chocolate Lego. I'm trying to make. In fact, let me show you what I'm trying to make. So everyone who's watching, thanks for joining me, and thank you, James, for persevering with the sound issues and everything we've got going on. If we could just show that picture there, that if you can find it. I don't know what it's called. If you could help me in the comments, of James, if you know what that is called. It's some sort of Lego character. But I'm basically trying to build this using milk whites and light milk chocolates, which is really cool. I'm absolutely loving it. I've got some giant Lego men on the go as well. I'm going to go through this process from the top and explain what molds I'm using, how I'm doing this. But before I do that, I'm just going to stick a few more Lego blocks on top. I hope everyone's having a great week. I hope everyone's staying well. I hope everyone is enjoying life, feeling good, enjoying a good start to the new year. Like I said earlier, there's lots going on up here at Choc HQ. We've got developments over in the Choc party room, which is, well, part of Choc Studios. Studio 13, we call it, because 13 is my favorite number. And that's because I was born on the 13th. So I consider 13 to be a lucky number for me. And my daughter was born on the 13th as well. Okay. This is coming together, actually. I'm quite happy with that. Could you find the picture, James?
Yeah,
yeah.
sorry.
No, it's okay. It's just... Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, perfect. Thank you, James. Brilliant. So that's the sort of thing that I'm trying to build. I'm literally getting inspiration looking at that as I'm playing with mine here, so I'm literally sticking these on with a little bit of chocolate glue. Yeah, it's slowly but surely coming together. Let me know if anyone has any questions about this that I'm doing here, but if anyone knows what this is called as well, because I've never made one of these out of actual Lego, only chocolate. Nicola, hoping to do another virtual session at Easter. That would be absolutely amazing. Mr. Platt's watching as well. Mr. Platt created that wonderful intro that you see there at the start. Nicola, I look forward to having some fun with you, hopefully, at Easter. This is kind of coming together, I think. I feel like it just needs some ears on top, and then I don't think you can go too wrong with this. It's like a little kind of Lego robot kind of thing. Is it Roblox? Is that what it is? I always get my ideas off Pinterest, so there we go. Just made a crazy little chocolate Lego character there. What do you think, James? You like it?
Very good.
It's cool, isn't it? Yeah, I'm glad you can't see it from this side. It looks much better from that side. It's a little bit wonky, but it's made by Ollie Wonka, so it's fine. Tell you what, it's good chocolate. Good chocolate. That makes all the difference. Hello, Mr. Platt. Hello, Mrs. Platt. Matt's mum, Sarah Jane. Thank you so much. You like my pink hat. I'm glad you like it. Pink is... I've got a little bit of a thing for pink at the moment. I might be getting a pink jacket. I can't really reveal any more on that right now. There's an interesting story about this pink jacket. But I'll just tease it for now, and I'll tell you another time. I like telling stories, don't I? So, all right, chocolate Lego. We've got all the little Lego men lined up. Literally an army of Lego men. Can we get close in on the sort of, how close can we get in, James? What do you think? Whichever camera, really, whichever camera. I'm happy for it just to be, we just keep the camera on the table, because I think there's, as much as we do like my pink hat, I think I want to show more of this.
Yeah.
I think. How do you feel about that, everybody? Don't want to see me, do you? Mandy says that her grandson would love this. He loves chocolates and he loves Lego. Who else loves Lego, by the way? Who else, like me, loves Lego? And I'll tell you who does love Lego. A little boy who we have a picture from, and I will, maybe if James can find that picture, you will see, as I'm just standing up, all these little Lego dudes. Yeah, that's good there, James. I love it. Yeah, see if you can find a picture of a little boy.
For a t-shirt.
Yes. Yeah, fantastic. There we go. June says, if we can keep that picture there for a minute, James. June says her son is 42 and he's a Lego fanatic. That's good to know, because I'm 37 and I am as well. Who can guess who this little boy is? Who is this? Can anyone guess who this little boy with the Lego set is in the picture? Have you got an idea, James?
Not too sure.
Let me know in the comments if you can have a guess as to who this little boy with the Lego set, looking quite happy, actually is. And whilst we're having a little think about that, I'm just literally... you know what would be really good, by the way? A game of... is it called... You know, like when you line dominoes up, and then they all fall like that. So you could line all your Lego men like this, and then create like a... Yeah, it's a domino effect, isn't it? If you could do that at home with your Lego minifigures, how many of you at home have got lots of Lego minifigures? Because you could literally... Or make some chocolate ones, and then create a little video doing that. You like that? Should we do that? I feel like we could incorporate that into a little video. I can just imagine with James's creative magic, the camera pans past us, the whole thing just yeah, I've done that with Jaeger bombs as well, but I don't encourage that kind of behavior, obviously. I think you should give this a go with either Lego minifigures or chocolate Lego men, and video it, and we get it to go viral, and it's trending, and it all started right here on the Choc and Roll Show. This internet craze. Right, so I've got some molds. Let me show you what I've got. You might have seen me using these molds. Nobody's guessed who the little boy is. I'll tell you who it is. It's me. It's me. It's me. I've got some little Lego ice cube trays that I'm using to make the minifigures, and I've also got some Lego blocks. I've got two varieties. I've got one that Papa Choc kindly let me use, which is this one. Still got Lego in it. This is a proper mold. This is one of our molds that we get from our supplier in Holland. Very easy to fill. Solid. As long as the mold is clean, that's fine. And I'll show you the machine. Maybe James could pan around a little bit, and you can see the chocolate being poured into the mold. Lovely stuff. It's like having liquid chocolate on tap. Keeps it at the right temperature. Once I've tempered it, the machine keeps it at that temperature. If it starts to cool down too much, the thermostat kicks in, it kicks out some heat. It's about 33 degrees, so it's slightly cool to touch. It makes, well, it saves a lot of time. So I'm just scraping off all the excess. And then I'm going to pop that in the freezer. How easy is that? How easy is that? Awesome, that's going in. Yeah, all good. And then with these ones, so I got some piping bags from Carol at Sugar and Crumbs, which very similar to the ones that I already use, and they are branded with Sugar and Crumbs. If you want to get those, you can get some of those from Carol there. Polycarbonate molds are the best indeed, Mandy, you're absolutely right, but cheaper and easy alternative, these sort of silicone molds. For certain things, they're not great, but for something solid, like our little Lego man or woman, which is going to fill one of the piping bags up with liquid chocolate, tempered chocolate. I'm going to snip the end. I've been making these all afternoon and frantically trying to just create an army, Oliver's army of chocolate Lego men. And whilst building this little Lego sculpture at the same time. Random, very, very random, but I love it. I suppose with, the creativity of Lego and the ideas that Lego bring out, you could definitely, like, my most recent purchase was the Lego Home Alone house. I haven't built it yet. I'm going to save that for next Christmas. Well, this Christmas. The next one. And yes, therefore, imagine chocolate Lego house. Got to do that. Just pipe those in, just so that they're filled up to the top. Give them a little bit of a shake. If you have any excess, you can, of course, just scrape any excess, but seem to have got that about right. They go in the fridge or freezer. Freezer's much quicker. Just give them a tap down, get rid of any air bubbles, get any air out, settle them so nice and smooth at the back. Put those in the freezer. It's going to be quicker than setting in the freezer. And about 10 minutes in the freezer. I'll be able to pop those out like all these ones. These are great. Right, so I showed you those. Let me get the Lego. This is, you can get the bricks as well. One of these ones, so that they work nicely. Silicone molds, eBay, Amazon, Etsy, places like that. In fact, what's really nice about this one is, no, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it has. I thought it might have had the Lego logo on the little bricks. I don't think it has. But anyway, it's cool. Easy. So basically, make a load of Lego men, make a load of bricks. I've done some white ones, some milk, and some of a blend of milk and white chocolate together. So that's like a light milk chocolate. These ones are really good. I like these. My dad also has another mold. It's you can actually they stick together, so you can build them. Some of them go sort of got like the male and female parts. So some of them have got the little knobbly bit sticking out, the men. So you can actually just pop those on top of each other and build the chocolate Lego that way. But what I've done is I've taken inspiration from Pinterest. Yeah, so Mandy, hopefully I've just answered that, just seen your comment there. So it's literally white chocolate, and I just pipe milk chocolate in and keep mixing it until you have like that caramelly colour, and that tastes really good as well. So it reminds me of Caramac, if you remember that as a nostalgic bar of chocolate. All right, so I'm going to show you how I built this. I looked at the image, I copied it, but what I do is I look at an image and I don't try and copy it perfectly, because I would drive myself crazy if I tried to get it to look exactly like the image we showed on the screen before. Rather than doing that, I take inspiration from it and I go, right, I'm going to go and try and achieve something like this. This is what I want to make. But I'm going to put my own twist on it. I'm going to do what works for me, what's easier for me with the skills and the way my mind works with my creativity. And that is more fun. It makes it easier because I'm not trying to make it exactly the same and I'll be upset if it's different. But also it kind of leaves room for a little bit of creativity, a bit of artistic license, and that is the bit where the fun is for me. So chocolate glue, piping bag with tempered chocolate. And I'm literally just going to pipe blobs of chocolate. James, tell me if you want me to move any closer. Oh, you're right there. Yeah. Blobs of chocolate. And these are kind of like the feet on my little Lego model. A couple of blocks on there. You can very quickly build this. And the key is making sure that you've got the right distance apart for the bricks that you want to stick on. It's so much fun. So I'm picking a mixture of the milk and the mixed one, which is like a caramelly colour, just to give it a nice bit of variety. But you could colour your chocolate red, green, you could colour it any colour you want. Sugar Flare is a really good colour that Sugar and Crumbs sell. I use that. I also use the Power Flowers that I buy from Keylink. So a little tiny bit of colour in the white chocolate. And then you can fill your moulds with the coloured chocolate. Easy. Right, so with this one, because these ones are going to stick out. These ones are really sticking out. So I can't just stick those on for obvious reasons. What I'm going to do, I've got the 2 bricks ready. I've piped the chocolate on each side and I'm waiting for that to set. As that starts to go slightly dull, I've got to be quick, got to get that on there. And I'm going to get some chocolate on the top ready. Because as soon as those are on, I need a big one to go over the top to secure it. Right, so whilst I'm waiting for that to set, I'm just going to cut my dark chocolate brick in half. So that's the great thing that you can do. You can create different size bricks for whatever you build in by cutting the bricks into smaller pieces. So you can make like little faces with this by noses. You can leave like little eyes inside in different types of chocolate. You can also use the Wonderlust, the edible dust. So I'll do that on some of the bricks after so you can see. And now that this is starting to set, I'm going to very quickly pop those in. I'm going to take some chocolate down to the Lego team on Friday. Right. That's not quite worked, so I need some smaller pieces. Sorry if I'm going quiet. Seriously, concentrating now. So yeah, I'm going to take some Lego chocolate in for the team from actual Lego on Friday at OO. Anybody from OO is watching, I am bringing chocolate down. It's one of the great things about having me there as a presenter is that I bring chocolate. Yeah. There we go. I'm trying not to melt the chocolate with my hands as well. Live. Oh no! God. Domino effect going on over here. Whose idea was that? Excellent. Where did I go from there? So, if anyone has any ideas, any inspiration whilst watching me doing this as to what other Lego shapes you think could maybe be built, I guess the world's your oyster, but something like this I just think is fun because it doesn't need to be exactly like the picture. One of my favorite Lego creations is the Lego pirate ship that I used to have. What was yours? If anyone who's watching is a Lego fan. Mandy likes the look of the giant Lego man. I'm going to show you that after. Actually, I'll show you that alongside the Wonderlust, the edible metallic colour that I'm going to be adding. I just thought that little dude can go on there. Don't do it, man. Oh, that was in my head. That was so easy. It really wasn't, was it? Balancing that little dude on top. So yeah, I'm excited for my Lego show on Friday. Dreams do come true. It's my dream to just basically get paid to play. I play with chocolate on Friday. I'll be playing with Lego. And yeah, my when I grow up, I want to be a professional fun haver. When Romy goes to school, she'll say, my daddy is a professional fun haver, which means that he gets paid to play and have fun. All right, so I feel like this needs a couple of eyes, but I'm going to use minifigures for that. Because there are no rules in the Chocoverse. So, see how easy that is to turn that around? I can with that brick. Whoa! See that? It's coming. It's basically like a giant Lego robot. And now I feel like these two are going to go head to head in battle. Awesome. Love it. I'm going to make a whole army of these. This is awesome. I'm loving it. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying watching me. I hope you're getting some ideas how easy it is. Get yourself some chocolate melted, tempered, pour it into the little Lego molds, make some bricks, build with those bricks to make whatever you want. Here's some I made earlier. And as you can see, once the chocolate is set, they will literally just pop out. Yeah, very easy. When chocolate sets, it shrinks, so it just releases. It has to be tempered, so it has to be cool to touch. And they will literally just release from the mold. Got to make sure that they've been in for long enough. They will just pop out. Like these ones, it will have a slightly frosted effect across the back. When the chocolate starts to set, it contracts, it shrinks, it releases, and then I've never had so much chocolate Lego. This is amazing. One great thing about Lego is, like, as fun as it is building like something, the Batmobile, the Ghostbusters car. In fact, we've got a picture of the Ghostbusters car that we can show you. As fun as it is to do that, I've got to say that there's something really special about having just a bucket of Lego bricks and just building random things. That's what my nieces and nephews love to do. Hey, that's like Jenga, isn't it? Chocolate Lego brick Jenga. This is a slightly younger me with slightly shorter hair. Probably about 2 years ago. Last time it was short. So yeah, one of the last things that I built there was the Ghostbusters car. Right, we're gonna get a close up on my current situation, and I'll talk you through what I've been doing this afternoon with this character here. So that's a great big Lego man. As you can see, it's like Emmett. You notice that Emmett from the Lego movie, what his name is backwards? Time. So, Lego man, sealed at the back, completely sealed. This one is a work in progress, so that is not sealed yet, but that will just pop out. I did have a break on this one from earlier, so I'm not gonna lie, the head broke off, and that's okay because I glued it back on with a bit of chocolate glue, and yeah, how cool is that? So I'll show you how it's done. So I'll put that to one side. Great big Lego man, and then tempered chocolate. You're just going to pour that in straight into the mold. This is a tricky one because it's such a big one. It's not quite as easy as the Lego minifigures. You just literally roll the chocolate around on the inside until you've got the whole layer on the inside, which is quite fiddly. It's quite hard to get to some areas. But then when you tip it upside down, I like to think that most areas are going to be covered in chocolate as it just finds its way out. All the drips dripping out, giving it a little bit of a shake, and then you've got a nice layer on the inside. Yeah, just give them a little shake, a little bit of a twerk. Twerking Lego man, and then all chocolate comes out. Or Lego lady. Maybe it's Miley Cyrus, Lego chocolate. Twerking. Twerk it, man, twerk. Right, so there we go. Layer of chocolate on the inside. I'm going to pop that down onto the table or the greaseproof paper and just leave that to dry. And what really helps here is that as this starts to dry, it gets a little bit stronger. So after this first layer firms up, it makes it a little bit easier to control when I go to do the second layer. So I basically repeat that process over again, making sure that I've covered all the gaps on the inside, and then I have to be really careful to make sure that I'm scraping all the excess chocolate from the edges. And I've got to be really careful with that, and that's all about timing. If I start scraping when the chocolate's set too much, it'll break it. So it's catching it at the right time, and then I turn it upside down so it strengthens the edge. So after the second layer, turn it upside down, and then as that just starts to set, it'll go slightly dull around the edges and it'll start to firm up. Go around it with the scraper all the way around, and then just very carefully place it in the fridge or freezer. And like I did, you might need to make some repairs to it later. You can, you know, if you're unlucky with the head, it might break off, but you can put a little bit of chocolate glue in there to fix it. Yeah, nice and easy, and you'll have something like this. That's probably, I'm guessing now weight-wise, maybe about 500 or 600 grams of chocolate. But I'm going to show you one of these, and I've not used these before. Carol from Sugar and Crumbs came with these. You've got the gold, I've got the ruby rose, and I've got the fusion green. I'm tempted with the green. I am. I'm so tempted with the green that I'm just going to go for the green. So, makeup brush. Is that all right there, James, in like shot-wise for me?
Go a bit more that way.
A bit more that way. Remove these.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
That's all right. Move those. Like that. Yeah. And then a little bit of this Wonderlust, which I've never used before, so I'm excited. Ooh, wait now, the magic happens. Brushing this in, it's so satisfying. Oh yeah. Pretty cool. These come in all different colours. You can't beat somehow the classic gold, silver, but the ruby rose looks good. Sprinkle it on. I like to do a couple of layers just so it's strong in colour. You can also use this on your bricks as well. And your Lego, your mini Lego man. Looking good. You can certainly, it's much better stood up. You get a measure of the size of it, don't you? You could fill this with Holy Grail. You could fill it with actual Lego and smash your way in. That'd be cool. Just make sure that you don't eat the actual Lego. But there we are. I hope that's given you some inspiration. I'm not sure what the actual mold is for. Maybe jelly or something like that. I don't think it's for chocolate, but hey. Wonderlust is brilliant. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you, June, saying you love the Lego man. On the camera, actually, that really pops, doesn't it? The colour of that. So that's inspiring me to do more and create some more content around this awesome Lego figure. I think whether we showed you. Oh yes, the video. I don't know. Did you manage to get the video up, James? So there's a guy that I follow on Instagram. Thank you for the lovely comments, by the way, everybody. And yeah, this guy that I follow on Instagram is called Brixie. I follow him on YouTube as well, and he basically has a whole room. I mean, I've got some kind of Lego dotted around, but he's got a whole Lego city, a whole room full of Lego. So I'll show you this little video now, and you'll be able to see exactly what I'm talking about. But like, don't show the kids this. This is too good.
Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, 'cause I love my occupation. Hey, I'm on vacation. If you don't like your life, then you should go and change it. Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, 'cause I love my occupation. Hey, I'm on vacation.
So cool. Now that is goals for me. When Romy's older, maybe she'll have a brother or sister. I'm hoping that I'll have, like, Daddy's going to have a Lego room in the house. But they won't be allowed in there, obviously, unless they don't touch any of the Lego. Because although they're toys, like, yeah, you've got to be disciplined. Imagine just, yeah, you've got to be so careful in there. How good is that, though? How cool is that? You've got the whole Lego city, you've got, like, the Harry Potter Lego and all the stormtroopers lined up. Yeah, some serious Lego inspiration there. So yeah, guys, don't forget to come and join me on Friday on the OO app. It's 5 O's. I was talking about it before. It's basically like online shopping. It's Lego on Friday. I'm just like, I would be excited to be tuning in to watch that show on Friday, but actually I'm going to be hosting it with, I think it'll be with somebody from Lego, and we'll be going through some of the products. I think one of them is a Batmobile. So like, right up my street. The products that I'm going to be showing off, there are a number of them, there's loads of them, and I'm really excited. So yeah, busy day preparing for that tomorrow, and then we go to Ross Niger in Anglesey as a family over the weekend. So really excited about that. Nice to spend some time with the family. I'll be taking my one wheel. I'll be getting some, be playing with the one wheel on the beach down there. Maybe even having a cold dip in the sea, because yeah, a bit of cold water therapy. It's good for you. Wakes you up in the morning. Yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. I've had so much fun playing with you, playing with the Lego, and I hope it gives you some ideas. Let me know if it does. If you do make your own chocolate Lego, don't forget to tag me in your pictures. Use the hashtag Choc and Roll and share some of that Lego and chocolate love with me. Thank you for joining me. I hope the picture quality's been okay. Let me know if it hasn't, because we did have some problems last week. Let me know in the comments if any of you had a blurry experience. Yeah, that is something that we're working on with the software that we use, and fingers crossed we will overcome that hurdle. But sorry that the quality wasn't there last week. Hopefully it's back this week. Yeah, thank you so much, Mandy. Thank you so much, everybody who's watching. Christine and June and everybody, thank you so much for joining me. Big round of applause to James, as always, smashing it on the camera. Yeah, I will see you next week, and we'll be doing some pancakes next week, I've decided, because it's Pancake Day, not coming up, but I think, is it like the 4th of March or something like that, Pancake Day? So I'm going to be giving you some ideas how to make some Holy Grail pancakes. So basically taking them to the next level, pimping your pancakes with some delicious, the chocolatiest pancakes that you can get with the best chocolate, the Holy Grail chocolates. So I'll be showing you how to do that live on the show next week. So I will see you then, if not before. If I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through my phone. Peace, love, Choc and Roll.